This could be any town, in any number of places. It could be your town, maybe the town you grew up in. It happens to be Oil City, Pennsylvania, the town that I grew up in. I don't live there anymore, but I still read the local paper to see what's going on with old friends and classmates. So when I got married, I put my wedding announcement in the paper to share my news.
I was reading the paper the other day and I noticed something a little odd in the marriage announcement section. Dear Lord, 2 men being married, and one was from this perfect little community. Oh no, not around here. I even mentioned to my boyfriend about the article and he said, well, at least this will give every narrow-minded, self-righteous hypocrite something to complain about.
We didn't really think much of it, just kind of a not normal thing for our little local newspaper. Then as the days progressed and I would look in the newspaper and read the opinion pages, there were letters written in complaining and people unsubscribing from the newspaper because of this wedding announcement.
Editor, it puzzles us as to why the powers that be at the newspaper have chosen to give credence to something that the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania neither sanctions nor recognizes. Specifically, the wedding announcement of the 2 homosexual gentlemen in the Monday, May 10th newspaper. However, we realize that you have the right to choose, as do we. Please cancel our subscription, effective immediately.
When I did see the announcement, I happened to be looking at it with my 7-year-old daughter, and she noticed it too. She's 8 now at the time, and still she has the same opinion as when she saw it then. And it was the idea that these 2 people are smiling, so what's it matter if they're 2 males?
It's not the norm to see 2 men's pictures in the paper for getting married. You know what I mean? That's just not, it's not what I want to open my newspaper and look at.
Was reading in the paper about how could those 2 men do that to those poor other kids? They won't even, no one will remember their wedding announcement. It'll be those gay guys' wedding announcement that people will remember. They've ruined it for everyone else.
If I grant 2 men the right to get married, okay, why would I then not also grant a father and a daughter the right to be married?
If I were a gay or lesbian person in this area and I read that letter, I would have been so offended.
Which letter?
Any letter that they were so Bible tromping that I couldn't believe it. You know, that's the way it is out here. Throw the Bible out, throw the Bible out. I am so tired of throwing that Bible out.
It's not normal for 2 men to be feeling each other up in a public place, or 2 women to do that.
I don't want her to grow up with having people criticize her if she does something differently, and I don't want her to grow up criticizing people that are doing things differently. I want her to be more tolerant.
As a result of all the hubbub about the wedding announcement and the support they were seeing from straight folks, some of the many gay people in town decided it was time to come together to make their presence known.
We're having a meeting in a local coffee shop. I've been talking to friends and, asking them to come, gay and straight. I mean, this is, not necessarily a meeting for just gay people, but for, friends of gays and lesbians. And I think the whole idea is to promote this area as hopefully being, gay friendly. I think it'll be successful. It may take a while. This is a small town, and like any small town USA, they don't like change.
What I find amazing about this story is that everyday folks, gay and straight alike, are willing to fight for change in this conservative little town. I'm now working to document how they deal with the challenges ahead, and through this film, hopefully inspire other communities to stand up and be counted. If this story strikes a chord with you and you want to lend your talents to the making of this film, please let me know.